Jadiva Carda, Tafalcheri, Varash, or SimCity. Klushkera? City game? I don't know. No one cares. Yeah. So, education's kicking in. Finished our major city centre redesign and give you a bonus 40-minute long episode because I lost track of time. But here we are, back in Hohenberg, which is now quite the baby metropolis. I think I need to take a look at traffic first and foremost, and then I need to take a look at stopping myself from being so broke. So the way it looks is we have two major, seems to be the major strip right here. Although it's pretty uncongested at the minute, but it is only 9 AM. I want to try and get this strip to become a little bit more essential. So I need to think about putting some kind of services or increasing population density along here. Do we have scope for that? We do. We scope for anything at the minute. And that would help with the money. So first off, I mean, if I want to do this, I'm going to have proper infrastructure in place. So let's get these roads up to date. This is going to change, actually. That was a silly thing to do. Okay. Back once again. So the other thing I kind of wanted to do was... we have to put it in the other city. So this gentleman wants me to build the... No, thank you. The solar farm is the easy mode. Great work. It's very cheap, very cheerful. Not particularly hardcore enough for an MLG SimCity Pro like me. Yeah. Well, no, because then that gets destroyed. Is this still a worker shortage? Oh, it's disappeared. Ooh, sneezing time. Oh, God. There we go. Density up. What's the limiting factor here? They're close to swapping up. And these guys, what about these guys? Not very close to swapping up. So these gentlemen would probably quite like an upgrade, which is good because they are a feeder road. Oh wow, look at this. So there is power available in the region. Now we have our regional links. So let's just start buying power in. Yep. Sewage. Water facility is closed due to the power issue. Blocked up pipes because our poo processing is not the best. And we are running pretty low on the oil money here, and there's not very much more of it due to come in. With that in mind, let's opt for the temporary solution, and then the more permanent solution will be to well, proper food processing in it. Probably up here. Oh, actually, groundwater. I think there's something. I think it's we always work it out. We'll work it out. We can work it out. So, next issue. Drinking water, poo, all this is in hand. So this is the problem with kind of specialising into industrial cities. It prompts the oil balance switcheroo issues where you're constantly you're increasing the amount of people, but then you have to increase the amount of utilities and the amount of power, but that never seems to be enough. Density's on its way up there as well. So I had thought to delete this gentleman a while back, so let's pull the trigger now while he's let's kick him while he's down. Remember, reducing demand is as efficient as increasing supply. And that could be a pretty major thoroughfare, and that's a pretty major thoroughfare. And I can't subdivide that. I'm going to have to subdivide that, but I might subdivide that along this horizontal axis. Which means there's a block there, a block there. Block there reaches back 1.5. The gap here, maybe for an additional link road or something. I don't know. Gradually pulling back here. That's the control key, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering at home. Still losing money. Nothing's under construction. Don't like where this is going. It's going to failure town. Barely 251 students. Do we have a transit solution? We do not. No. People. Wow, what's this? Wealth high rise. Oh, high wealth high rise right on the shore front. Hark at that. The Westminster. Beautiful. Maybe £1,000 a month in rent there, I'd say. Medium wealth, high density. Density is increasing here as well, that's good. We're back positive again, that's also good. We've still got a poo problem though. Turn these into mini roads and then build a third intersection here, delete this one. We shall see. This kind of falls into this weird hybrid of an American-style grid layout and a kind of European-style organic growth. I think what I'll do is when we embark on the next city, which is probably going to be some kind of weird or future tech city, I will... Okay. Not right now, but yeah. Yeah, what I will do then is try some different layouts that I've seen other Let's Players use. There's a very, very Americanized kind of central... when the road appears right in the middle of the screen, you can basically just extend it all the way down and then build this really mechanical-looking grid layout, which works perfectly fine. Looks like ass, but works fine. I need a better approach to get rid of these gaps, and I think I know it. And it's do you know what? Let's try it here. Let's go. This is Epcot. This is the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. We about to do some y'all. That makes no sense. So grids here. We'll depart from here. Grids here. Not from here. Maybe. Or better yet, that's a 4-way then, isn't it? That's close enough. But then the space is useless. In fact, this entire road needs to go. So here is the foundations for our experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Attempted double width. Super dense. Fun time, yo. So, step 1. Measure exactly what a double width loop would look like. I'm just worried about money, really. Do I want to go start experimenting with wacky road layouts when I'm nearly broke? So this road here. This road here. Big central. Too steep. Button combination there is M and N for some reason. Yeah, so here's the plan. So this turns this into a 0-way junction. But Chris, that makes no sense. You're right, it makes no sense. Oops. To press Control Z there, that wouldn't have worked at all. So. We kind of want to avoid. Well, really what that means is this entire section is going to be one group and then one space. Grand new tech park. What's that? Is that our first high tech? Look at this. We're building the factory of tomorrow. Using advanced construction techniques such as box construction, steel, and buildings that grow from the bottom up. Very exciting. This is the culmination of pretty much all our hard work. The first high-tech industry. Behold science. There we go. Wow, look at all that technology. Let's see if it moves in. Zombratrol Labs. So, we have reached the future at that side of the city. How about this side? 1, 2 feeder, 1, 2, 2.5. That's not much use. Not much use at all. So this is really wants to connect here. Or here. But then this really does need to connect there. But if there's only one loop in, then we're in a far better position from... So the plan, really, why I'm umming and ahhing is that I want to do that. But that's quite a short span of road. And make it larger. I'll kind of remove the efficiency of one of these backlots. Also, it will create a four-way if I do that. So it's kind of going to have to be from this side. So here is our off-ramp. Two-way junction. Four-way function. Chuff off, Bendy Road. Bendy Road, take me home to the place where I belong. Bendy Roadshire. Alright, do we have any economic demand? We have some high wealth economic demand. I'd love to put that somewhere high density. Here, right here, right here, right the absolute chuff here. Hello, we're back. Yes, I did that thing where I forgot to delete the raw files for the previous video before recording this one. Fortunately, we only missed about 15 seconds of gameplay. Very excited about this. If you're not excited about this, if you are not deeply, deeply aroused by well-designed transport interlinks, you should find another series. Look at that. Anyway. So we have this high wealth residential. I want to make that a high density, high wealth residential. And I think the place to do that is to up this gentleman's aspirations. So we're in slow-ish mode. Okay. Let's go into pause mode. The game doesn't actually make that noise. I'm actually making that noise myself. Too big? Just too big. This is exactly the same structure. I don't know why it would be. Oh, it fits. Oh man, it fits. Done. Now, that, as I think we mentioned before, does not create high wealth. It creates a kind of anchor point around which you can draw high wealth. So in order to get high wealth here, I'm going to have to find another place to put some high wealth arborology. Where's the wee small one? That's as small as it gets. Might fit there, but I can't guarantee that that's going to increase the overalls. Okay, well, listen. I don't really have the money to be doing this, so what I was about to say is an absolute lie, but look at that. There we go. Bang. Look at that. 1, definitely. 2, residential, maybe. City centre's looking flush. Carry on. Someone was saddened by the fact I just put Posh Park by them. What gobshites. That now you can see it's forced it over the threshold, so it should level up. This gentleman must be way over the threshold, and this is probably kind of, yeah, we've pushed some medium wealth out here. Quite a lot of medium wealth out here. We're back to negative 600. Oh, the balance of the beast. Anyway. Wow, lots of redevelopment happening on the back of that. So, who's having density issues here then? Nobody, actually. They're all low density native. Boop, boop. Never mind. So, we're still in worker shortage. Well, probably because I've just kicked a load of people out of their houses to build fancy new houses that they can't afford. God, I am the monster. And do you know what? What's bad? Like, when you zoom in here, we can't at the minute because nobody protests in the morning, but there are people protesting pretty much constantly. And I'm just like, meh, don't care. This is why all people are evil. Not enough room to increase density. People are dying all around us. You'd have room to increase density if you exploded. And you're unhappy because people are dying. I got news for you, sir. Treating capacity 8 out of 8. 8 out of 10. We've got headroom. Where's headroom? We don't have the money to do anything other than just rely on that headroom for the moment. Everything except what I needed. You. Density's dropping, but value should be solid. Anyway, let's get distracted by the thing I was supposed to be getting distracted by. So, welcome to the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. I'm gonna go nuts. You know, I'm gonna go nuts. If I'm making a little bit of crazy here, I want to kind of, first off, let's define the edges where the crazy must stop. Okay. Within this box, crazy can happen. 2. Curvy roads. Curvy roads. Curvy roads. Curvy roads. So that really wants to be... I know I just said I'm going to do curvy roads and then I'm just doing kind of just curvy roads as an excuse to do straight roads, but shut up. Change is difficult. So. And this will be... Oh, cancel that. Straighten yourself out. This is going to be our kind of... This is going to be a bit of a strip here, okay? We're going to have one major intersection. Spinning off from here. And being a curvy roundy to... Oh, which line do I believe? That line, I choose to believe that line. To a nice, gently curved and generous secondary core. Could be better. I don't care. It's only a game. Get over it. Oh my god. So. Welcome to Neo-Hohenberg. He says, leaving Neo-Hohenberg. 2 high-tech industries now. So with demand for high wealth, that's exactly what I could do here. If it'll fit. Boo. Ain't no thinner high wealth construction. Go there's those cheap tree rows. Right, so why is that all slightly wonky? Wish you could abort that halfway through because it's slow enough for you to realise that you've made a mistake. Not that I didn't really make us like look, the grid lines are off. I'm drawing curves again. Too big. Too big. Could leave this as a 3-way. Now, conventional wisdom states that is a single point group section. What I want to do, and I probably should have done this before I drew out all the roads, is define a single component here and then directly afterwards a follow-up single component. Now this creates a super block, okay? And this super block is going to have a road drawn right behind it. If I can manage to do it without... Every, pixel I can pull this closer in is a little bit less dead space. Okay, so that's now the road this should have been. Okay, that's a subgrid unit, so I don't like that. This is irrelevant. I do hope that we've managed to build out this side successfully. Looks like there's some... That's not a full grid width. That should be, though. That should be. Best way to check that is if I'm going a little bit off grid here. We're not going off grid, but we are going a little bit off grid. So there's our full object area definition. So this is our super block. So this should be 2 back-to-back high-density units with 0 space between them. Behold. Just going to lay it down. I'm going to grid it out. It's going to be a while before it picks up its density anyway. Still shocked that this hasn't upped its density, upped its value yet. I think when it comes to wealth, areas are a little bit sticky. So if it's always been medium density and you suddenly make the area high density, doesn't necessarily mean that the well, now wait a second, why are we putting high density up there when we could put it next to the, or high value up there, we could put it next to the people who actually want to have posh things near them. Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see though. We're not really making enough money to be farting around with this. So there's the explosion line for that. We put that there. Wow, what just happened? Whoops. I am losing the run of myself. What was the wee tiny high wealth place? Or was it just a medium wealth one? Right. This is far too much high wealth. And the problem is, like, what I'm doing is I'm creating more high wealth people, but I can't create the high wealth shops because I keep screwing it up. Right. Back to the project. So this should be a high density super block. I should have tied this to the roads rather than tying it to an arbitrary flipping, because watch this, look at you, you're ugly. Nobody likes you because you're ugly. Anyway, once that gets upgraded, in fact, watch. I wonder, has this accidentally just gone from 0 to smooth? How much space do I have left? How much space do I have left? A non-zero. I suppose, like, when you see this, what you have here in this little 4-way box is an eye diagram. If you can get that to just be one single plus by aligning all of the pluses or all of these lines together, you have 100% perfect efficiency. What you're doing there, I don't know what aspirations that you have, mate. Oh, someone wanted buses, didn't they? This lady wanted buses. So we now know that that's a super block. So if I stretch this out and just destroy all of this infrastructure. I know, kind of gonna be sad to lose that little curvy road, but curvy road, curvy road, curvy road, curvy road, curvy road, yeah. That's far too many people. I don't have the resources to support having that many people. Still no high wealth. We've gone to super high density commercial though, that's pretty good. So there's such a huge demand for... Okay, so there's a density upgrade option here, which I didn't think of looking for previously. So let's do that. Low density, medium density. You're not going to say not enough room, aren't you? Oh, I hate you. Okay. Look at the ground pollution spread over here. I need to sort this out. What's the damage? What is the damage of a proper waste treatment facility? The damage is 64k. I do not have 64k. I can't put it there because of fucking groundwater pollution. Okay, right. It's going to hurt land value. So lads, it's counterproductive eating into my industrial space like this. Really counterproductive. I might just put it up here. Like, it affects land value, but it doesn't create pollution, air pollution. So we're short of money. Fairly raking it in though. 66k. Implement proper poo process. Now we have a worker shortage. This is the worst possible time to be doing this. This is the Apoocalypse, ladies and gentlemen. Behold the Apoocalypse. Hire like you've never hired before. Use the LinkedIns. Oh, we are seriously having poo problems. Whenever one of those poo things disappears, it means it's becoming unhappiness. Oh, lads. This is bad news. We're in a bad place. Hire faster, OMG. Do you have any idea? Look, there is poo by the poo processing plant. Why not come and work for the company that you're right next to? Oh my god. Stop pooing so much. Oh, look, when it explodes, it's bad. We are in full-on crisis mode here, ladies and gentlemen. What day is it? It's October. We don't know what day it is, but this is... Let's say it's messy. This says Tuesday. This is Messy Tuesday. Humanity. Please come and work for me. Please. Please come and work for me. Oh, come on. Yes. Oh, the poo is moving. The poo is moving. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I have to take out a loan to buy more poo processing. Oh my Jesus. Right. Good God. Oh my goodness. Oh no, would you ever look at this? I have left because there was too much poo. And on that note, I will leave you also. Not for poo related reasons, but because I'm just too excited by this entire scenario, and I need to go and have a lie down. Have a nice... Oh God, no. No, not the Benjamins. Oh God. Oh, this is the Great Reaving. The Pootastrophe. The Apoocalypse. See you next time.